The Avengers Age of Ultron trailer 2 is upon us, giving us all sorts of insights. More Hulkbuster stuff. More Andy Serkis, who's probably definitely playing Ulysses Claw. More Hulk crazy eyes. So much stuff. So much. Let's now, though, as per usual, take a look at some of the things you may have missed from the trailer. And of course, potential spoilers, despite the fact that this is all based off conjecture and speculation, etc., etc. First up, just something of note in the background here. Don the Cheeds Cheadle, standing right there, is holding his arm like he's been injured. Which makes sense, because this looks like it takes place just after the first Ultron attack. It's the same arm he was wearing one of his War Machine gauntlets on right before this happened. So perhaps in the attack, that's what the reprogrammed Avenger robots went for, injuring his arm in the process. Here we see Black Widow with different hair. She's got a fringe and everything. This is most likely a flashback. The first trailer hinted at the fact that we would see some Black Widow backstory. You know, that explores her origins, that involved experimentation and brainwashing and the like. Here's Iron Man taking a beating, probably from Ultron. What he's being blasted with seems to be the same energy that comes out of Ultron's hand. This appears to take place on some kind of naval ship. The structure is something like you'd see there, you know, with the doors and stuff. Plus there's this sign that refers to a duty officer, something a ship normally has. Plus we saw ships in the last trailer, so you know, we'll be seeing ships in some form in this film. So that's... I don't know why I've included this. Just some small things here. They've opted to again use Bruce Banner's green glowing eyes as a precursor to him turning into the Hulk. Something missing from the Avengers, but introduced in the Incredible Hulk TV series and seen again in the Edward Norton Hulk solo movie. Here we see Tony Stark inside what looks like the Ultron bot facility. We caught a glimpse of that in the last trailer, which is a facility I suspect Ultron converted from that same Hydra facility we saw housing Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch at the end of Captain America: The Winter Soldier. But who cares about any of that? Who is this? That's what people have been asking. Now, of course, it's not made entirely clear, but I have two theories. One, it's Shuri, sister of Black Panther. This area kind of looks like it could be a vibranium mine. Vibranium being the same material that Cap's shield is made from. What's speculated that Ultron covers himself in this movie, and a metal that can only be found in Black Panther's country of Wakanda. But I think that this could actually be something else completely unrelated. I just gotta back up a bit to explain my thinking here, so just bear with me for a sec. Okay, Ultron, it's said in this piece of promo art, started off as a simple computer program discovered in the rubble of the Chitauri invasion, which was then developed into an AI by Tony Stark. That's probably why Thor's accusing him of meddling in things he doesn't understand. So if Ultron is a piece of Chitauri alien tech, maybe Thor goes off-world to find out what his deal is. In the process, he ends up here. Now this place looks Asgardian. The art on the wall lines up with some of the stuff we've seen from Asgard. Plus there's an Asgardian listed in the cast, which means we'll probably see other Asgardians aside from Thor. I think whatever is happening here is Thor being captured and having his powers nullified, which explains this woman standing here looking sinister and slightly out of focus, and he then ends up in this pool, as we saw in the first trailer, which I think is some kind of cell. Basically though, I think this place is Hell, spelt H-E-L, the Asgardian afterlife, and this is its possible ruler, Hela. In the comics, she's Loki's daughter, but they don't really need to stick to that here. If it's not Hela though, then it could be Death, like Marvel's literal personification of Death, who Thanos in the comics is always desperately trying to impress because he's in love with her. She's out of your league though, mate. You're like a big, weird, purple Sultana monster man. Look at your chin. You look terrible. Even though she's a skeleton, she looks way better than you. Thor could wind up here and then not return until Thor Ragnarok, after Captain America Civil War. He's not as of yet listed in that cast, plus I don't think he's vital to the Civil War story. Even though I know there's a robot Thor in it, but I doubt we'll be seeing that. So in summary, this is Thor being stripped of his powers. This is Hell, but like the Marvel Hell, spelt H-E-L, and this is either Hela or Death, or maybe even a combination of those two characters. That could lead nicely into Avengers Infinity War. Or it's none of these things I just said because, let's be honest, I don't really know. Alright, that's about it everyone. Now I've done a few of these videos by now, so feel free to check them out on my channel. I'll link them below and the latest Ant-Man one at the end of this video. Also I have a podcast, it's called The Weekly Planet. It's out every Monday via the terrific comicbookmovie.com, and it covers movies and comics and TV shows. I'll also link that below if you care. But what did you think of the new Avengers Age of Ultron trailer? I know some people were disappointed that there's no vision in it, but I'd love it if you could share your thoughts in the comments. Also, if I missed anything, please feel free to add that. Alright, thanks everyone, take care.